Since I have such awesome viewers here on YouTube, sometimes companies send me stuff. Sometimes it's worthy of showing you guys. Well, here's an example today. This is not a sponsored video by any means by KICKER, but it is a product that I think you might enjoy. So stick around and let's find out what it is, what it does, and how it performs. KICKER has its roots way back to 1973 with Stillwater designs. However, the first KICKER box shown here, single 10-inch passive, two 6.5s, piezo tweeters on the top. This was from 1980, and this was the first car audio product by KICKER, or by Stillwater Designs at the time. What's up with this passive radiator? Well, they continue to use these, including the KICKER 2 here for hatchbacks. Passive radiators were utilized for this one as well.
The bass reflex subwoofer acts kind of like a port, so it gives you deep thunderous bass, but in a much smaller enclosure, and there's no port noise. So you get amazing bass response with none of the downsides associated with ported boxes.
Fast forward to 2022, KICKER released the Comp RT down-firing loaded enclosures with, guess what? That's right, passive radiators. What we're going to look at today is the 12-inch model has a 12-inch active driver as well as a 12-inch passive radiator. Wanted to make sure this would actually fit in the vehicle before I unbox it, and it does fit. So let's take it out of the box and see what it's all about. Right off the bat here, you can tell these 12s fit very tight in this box. In other words, it's not very big outside the two 12-inch drivers. The 12-inch Comp RT dual 4-ohm subwoofer retails for $229 by itself, and it uses the forced air cooling, helps keep the subs 25% cooler according to KICKER, and you can see how slim it is. And this is a new design, designed in-house by KICKER. Now the 12-inch passive, you can buy that separately, $69 on the KICKER site. So if you just buy the two together and build your own box, you could do that. But honestly, this is a cheaper way to go. They recommend 0.7 cubic feet of internal airspace, tuned to 34 Hertz with that. In the box, you get the manual here that talks about how to mount the subwoofer and gives you some other instructions. And also you get the hardware and the little brackets here for mounting it to the floor of your vehicle. Just make sure you don't screw into your gas tank.
You big dummy!
The box itself is nicely carpeted, feels very durable, and according to the little specs here, has tough factory optimized enclosure, advanced internal bracing, 2 ohms, 1000 watts peak, 250 to 500 watts RMS. There's some additional information here, including sensitivity and the width, height, and other dimensions you may need for mounting. With the box firing downward, the speakers should be protected pretty well from the elements. There are no grills on the speakers themselves. And here is the little terminal cup. This will accept 8 gauge. And according to KICKER, this is 2 ohms nominal impedance. The KICKER RT subwoofer, dual stitched around the surround there. It is ribbed as well. And the passive radiator matches that. And I really like this terminal cup. These work really well and have large inputs for speaker wires around 8 gauge. But overall, the box looks really good and should be really durable, as shown here on one of the KICKER live events. Yeah, Ken's, he said about 200 pounds, and you can see the box is really, really sturdy. For in-car testing purposes, I decided to use the trunk of my 2008 Honda Accord sedan. You can see this is a rather large trunk, and there's nothing in there. That's because I took the other sub box out so that we could try the KICKER sub. And I love the way when you slide it in here and slide it up against the back seat, it literally almost disappears in the trunk. So I hook it up here. I've got it hooked up to a Sundown SFB 1000 amplifier right now, and that's what I'm doing my demos with. But yeah, look at this. I mean, pretty much disappears in the trunk. And if you turn that around, then nobody knows you even have a sub box in there because you don't see the KICKER logo. But the box is just really, really compact. It's almost hard to believe that there's 2 12-inch subwoofers on a box this small. All right, let's try YouTube audio library. These are some new songs that just came out, and these are pretty good bass tracks. So let's try this one out. It's called Free Me.
You could try to play it, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what
chains go, free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy, buddy.
Let's try the Bassotronic song. The rattling you heard was the rear deck of my Honda Accord, so apologies for that. Now let's try some inside the lab tests and see how it sounds. Let's try the woofer test. Now let's talk about the pros and cons. First up, the good stuff. It's extremely compact, durable and easily hidden, has a really nice terminal for connecting your amplifier, has great bass output, and is reasonably priced for what you get here. Now what about things that could be better? Well, it's not for bass heads. This is not going to let you do hair tricks or blow you out of the car. It is 2 ohms, and most amps now want 1 ohm for monoblock. You do need a separate amp, it's not powered. KICKER also has an L7 version of the downfiring models, and I wonder if that one's any better. Maybe we'll find out in a future episode. Well, there you have it, the video for the KICKER TRPT122 downfiring dual 12-inch subwoofer, single active driver, single passive driver. This is a great box for like a crew cab pickup truck, a hatchback, a SUV, or in my case, a sedan, which I wasn't sure how well it worked in the back of the sedan, but it turns out it works pretty good. Again, this is not gonna, crack your windows or blow your hair back or anything like that, but overall, sound quality is really good for as small as this box is. Virtually takes up no space at all and handles the 500 watts no problem. I used the Sundown SFB 1000 for my tests and worked out well, so it's a good combination. Check links in the video description below if you want to pick one of these up. Thanks as always for watching. Till next time, know where Big D is. I'm out of here. What's going on, guys? Derek here from Willison Audio Labs. I bet a lot of people wonder, how do you get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube? Well, I'm going to tell you how I did it, my secret, give you some tips, and you can do the same. So stick around, you can find out the secrets behind Wilson. You know how them sound waves go? Here we go, slow motion. Trying to lose my phone. What?